YouTube. I got a video tonight. This is an Xts3000 Model 2 you're looking at. It is not mine. I programmed it for a customer. It's a Model 2 800 megahertz non-digital, but it is trunking smart net. It's in damn good condition. I mean, I love the condition of this radio. So, kind of poor lighting, people, but, you know, I just want to highlight how good of condition this radio is. I received it in good condition, and he's going to be receiving it tomorrow in the mail in good condition. There is a slight blemish that's internal on the display. Don't know how it got there. I don't have the proper tools to fix it, or else I would. So, sorry guys, won't be showing a video on that. That's Dan the Snarling Dog, forget his ID, on YouTube. So, a couple modifications I made to this radio is when he wanted it, he wanted maximum light output. So, the radio will display black light for up to a minute. That's how long it was. It'll let me go in the CPS, 60 seconds. Sorry, wish I could have gone longer. That's how far. When the radio turns channel, the light will automatically display, as you can see. Boom. Light turns on there, turns on there. You can turn it off here, turn it on here. The radio is on a trunking network. He is an authorized user of the network, has an authorized ID code. So if anyone goes, oh my God, there's someone who has a radio on the trunk system, he is an authorized user, period. It's a media radio, will be used for the media use. Okay, it's programmed to not transmit. It's out of range, so I can't prove it, but it won't transmit. Period. One thing you'll have to do, because this radio does not have encryption in there, even though you see the encryption emblem, it prevents the radio from transmitting on a trunking network. Every time you change your channel, your display is going to show that, and it's going to make a noise. What you do is you go into, I'll show you again. You'll see your zone, mute, channel. Go to mute, tones off, and it'll go off. You won't hear that noise. If you don't mind it, your keypad tones are on. There, it did it, and it showed. Every time you change your channel, it will do that. So, unless that noise does not bother you, go right here, press off, it ain't going to happen again. Your zones are set up to where you zone, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 5, 6, 7, 8 is your conventional zones. You have only one conventional in there right now. If I can find some more, I'll put more in there later. Reno Ops, that is a crossband repeater located in Reno. Thought I'd throw that in there for you to listen to when you're up in Reno. County Jail, and GSR Security. That is the Grand Sierra Resorts 800 Privacy Plus trunking system. That is their security channel. Normally, they're very active on the radio. I'm surprised they're not saying nothing. You have their channel 2. You have their engineering department. You have the talk around channel. Then it's unprogrammed from there. So that's what's in that zone right there, and that's going to be the last zone. Then it goes to your county zone. North, northeast, your location. South, Rancho PD. Warrenton Records. Airport. Arco Arena. Parking enforcement. Work project. Probation. Field units. Radio techs. Citrus Heights PD Main. Citrus Heights Channel 2. County Talk Around Channel. The Talk Around Channel. And Mode 16, their primary Talk Around channel. That's in that zone. You control the zones by the A, B, C for the first 3 zones. Then you got SPDs, Central, South, should say South 2. Does not, I'll fix that. South 2, Deep South, Pop Channel, Orange and Records 1 and 2, their investigation, narcotics, West Sac PD, their invest, CCAT, Zone 3, Elk Grove and their channels, Folsom, Galt, Twin Rivers. Then the Adam channels, Park Rangers, RT Enforce, conventional radio to radio. That's in B. Zone C. Then you got, I would call it Reno PD, but it's Roseville PD. Roseville Fire. Then, keep on going over, County Fire. And they're direct. They have 2 direct channels. They don't use them often, but they do have them. Zone, your other SO channels you wanted. There's actually 2 zones of SO channels. So they have a lot of channels. And then back to that conventional. So the downside to this radio, I do have it set up for scan. You can only do scan select on ABC zone. So that's why you have your SPD, SO, and all those guys. Their channels, you can change their scan list in those channels. All the other zones I have set up for scan lists to scan Sheriff 1 and 2, SAC PD 1 and 2, and then a few of their channels. You can go through it totally later on. Let me know what you like, don't like. I'd be more than welcome to fix your scan list. Scan lists are a bitch to set up, and they're a bitch to, they take the longest sometimes. Radio's program will not talk. She's in good condition. Beautiful radio, beautiful. Battery be fully charged. This radio was set up to automatically scan. I don't like that. It sucks, because if you want to stay dedicated on a channel, you cannot do it. So your scan on and off is right here. Press it once, on. Press it off, off. On, off. Every time you do something, your radio is pretty much going to show that error. It's the fastest it'll show the error. Good antenna. I like it. It's a beautiful radio, man. You have a steal. It is intrinsically safe. I'm going to show you the difference between my radio and yours. So it has a bigger O-ring gasket around the connectors. There's a vent. Has the intrinsically safe setup. FCC information, your flash code information. It has a O-ring, shit, I forget what they call that. The screw right there. It's definitely a newer model than mine. You have a BN model, I have an AN model. And it's a Canadian radio, that's why it doesn't have the FCC shit. Another thing about this radio, I only got a few seconds, so when you press your transmit, I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, you gotta click, like a bubble. This one does it too. This one does not. My radio will not have that. Alright, buddy, I hope you like it. It's going to be ready to ship out tomorrow, or I can make modifications and go out Saturday. Let me know what you want done, what you don't like, and yeah, it's a good radio. She's going to work great. You're going to love her. Beautiful, just beautiful Model 2. And, oh, $5 if you want. I'll sell you this accessory port connector. It's not OEM for the 3000, but it fits, works fine, looks good on the radio. If you like it, let me know.